Hey, what's going on? It's that time. Word of the day, Wednesday. Come on, somebody. In a series right now called Relationship Goals. Man, super fun, man. Just looking at the different relationships in the Bible and seeing what we can glean from them. I think it's super important as you're, man, just going about life to learn from the people that have done life before you. That's why I love, man, reading books and listening to podcasts and all this stuff, just because why reinvent the wheel? If somebody had some failures or some success in life and they were smart enough to write it down, or brave enough to write it down, why not learn from it? So first week we did Abraham and Sarah. Last week we did Mary and Joseph. Go check those out, IGTV. This week, man, one of my favorite relationships in the Bible, honestly, is Ruth and Boaz. Okay. Pretty sure Boaz is not going to be on one of the up and coming, baby names, soon, but, we'll see. Ruth and Boaz, man, phenomenal love story. And one of the things that I think really stands out in this picture is like 4 chapters. The book of Ruth is phenomenal. You got to go check it out. One of the things that really stands out to me, and one of the principles that we can take from this, and whatever season of relationships you're in, maybe you're single or you're in a relationship, this principle holds true. And it's having someone that you can go to, having a mentor, or man, just a friend, or just somebody that is helping you in this area of your life. If you're single or whatever, man, there's all kinds of pitfalls that happen with being single. And so trying to navigate those pitfalls by yourself is danger, Will Robinson. Okay. And it's just good to, man, have people to talk to, I'm a firm believer in talk therapy. I see a therapist, man, every other week. Man, it's super good. But, man, also I have really good relationships, man, people that have been married for quite some time, man, just people that have a bunch of wisdom in this field. And I go to them all the time, with different problems or situations that arise. Man, if you're in a relationship, it's super important to, man, if you're going to a group full of other relationships, and you guys break down some curriculum and encourage each other, or whatever, work on your relationship. Super important to work on your relationship. And we see this in Ruth's story. Man, she has her mother-in-law, Naomi, who, man, crazy, Ruth's like first husband like passed away, and Naomi's like, look, you're young, you need to go out and get married again. But Ruth is like, nope, like where you go, I'm gonna go, where you stay, I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna serve you, because Naomi wouldn't have had anybody. Her sons, died, and all this stuff. And so right there, man, a selfless act by Ruth. But as you see, man, throughout Ruth's story, she constantly goes to Naomi and is getting advice with her relationship with Boaz, and man, Naomi is a good source of advice. It's, back in her like home country, so she knows the customs and different things like that. And man, Ruth has this happily ever after story, because she allowed somebody in her life. She allowed somebody to speak to that area of her life. She didn't try to do things, man, Rambo style all by herself, like a lot of people do nowadays. So that would be my encouragement. And like I said, this works, man, no matter what stage you're in, man, single, man, recently, single, maybe you're in a relationship of, 5, 10, however many years. It's super important that you have somebody that you can go to, that you have a couple that you can go to that, man, is maybe a little bit more experienced, where you can take the issues of life, because relationships have issues that need to be worked out. So I want to encourage you guys with that. I always like to keep these short and sweet. I'll see you guys next week.